So I'm just sitting here contemplating, not in a good headspace kind of way. I just don't know what I'm doing. You know? Every day I get up and I want to make something. Whether that be a video, a drawing, writing, stream, a joke. And every day I get up and I want to do something. But I just feel so fucking pointless. You know, I've been making YouTube videos since 2008 across a myriad of channels. I've started, stopped, restarted, faltered, picked myself up, and did it all again. I've grown with the technology. I've innovated in my own ways. I've gone out of my comfort zone. I've shared my personal life. I've held almost nothing back on YouTube when it comes to my life. I've had periods of time where I'll pour every free minute into making content. And it's a tough market, obviously. And right now I'm getting hit with a wave of insignificance because main channel... What the fuck was that noise? Main channel gets hardly any views. Less than 10 per video, which is like... To me, I'm fucking playing with a cord. Less than 10 views a video. So those have long since stagnated. Fuck off. The cover channel had a period of time where it did really well for my standards, meaning anything over 100 views. And the past few covers I put out, they take over a week to maybe hit 40 views, and then they stop. Any airsoft video I put up usually doesn't do that well for at least a year, and obviously by then it doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter anyway because I don't make money off any channel. So, and it's not about making the money, but you know, money is a good incentive to try. Money's a good motivator to put effort into something, to put additional effort. I'm a creature of habit, yes, but I'm also a creature of positive reinforcement, where if I do something and it gets feedback that I'm happy with, it makes me lose sight of other things in my peripheral, and I narrow my focus on that one thing. So, when covers do well, I pretty much stop. I redirect all the creative flow and all the energy into wanting to do covers. And I do, and I bust them out. And then I have a good week, and then it falls off. And I'll make... Excuse me, sorry. I'll make my main channel content, and then I'll see, oh, achievement videos, those get some decent views, so I'll go and I'll make achievement related videos, and then after 2 or 3 they get no views, and then it just stops. So I stopped doing that. The only thing that's been consistent with lack of positive reinforcement has been writing, and that's genuinely the last bastion of shit that I care about, that I'm going to do regardless of the audience and lack thereof. But after, maximally 12 years of writing, conservatively 8 or 9 years, because I don't really consider my writing to have begun from after 2013, after 2014, because I wrote the first book, yes, in 2012, but that wasn't the first book. It didn't get fully published into a version that was a complete version until I guess 2015. Everything up until then was just building blocks and ideas formulating and me just pontificating every day about fucking imaginary bullshit. So, if you want to look at it like that, then it's been 9 years writing. And I mean, it's not that I have nothing to show for it. I have my favorite thing in the world, which is my book series. My will to live is wrapped up in the book series. And that's not to say that my sole purpose for existence, I mean, I guess it is, but like, that's not to say without it I wouldn't live, but I wouldn't know what to do with myself. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. And it's really dawning on me just how debilitating it is to not have that to focus on and to not have that be a daily consistent thing, because since I finished writing The Garden, I haven't been writing because I'm kind of on I'm on a small hiatus. I usually do that by the time I finish it in the year, but if you hear that, I'm playing with a card sleeve, so just ignore me. I usually take a small hiatus from writing after I finish a book so I can gather my thoughts and let it all simmer and get ready to transition to the next one. But here's the thing, the next one is the last one as far as I'm aware. At least it's the last major story. This is the conclusion of the main story. Yes, I could always write side stories. Yes, I could always go back and rewrite Impurity, and I could always rewrite Hibeloma. I could rewrite Dogma. I could take these stories and I could make them full-fledged, and that's a possibility, sure. But it really does put into perspective of what do I have outside of writing? Because content creation has been nothing but an utter failure. And anything apart from the things that I do care about, which is, a small, comfortable community, seeing familiar faces pop up in streams and in comments it's always nice, but that stuff still feels so distant, because you see the comment and you go, hey, that's awesome, you smile at it, maybe just get like a little, maybe the color blue enters your mind because of a happy notion, and you give it a like, you give it a reply, and then you close the window or you switch tabs and you're still alone at your desk. And you go back and you reread the comment to try to feel that connection to reestablish what you had just looked away from. And it already feels so far away. And it feels fake. So you try to distract yourself with the things that you once cared about that are now just a means to distract. That's all they are now. Video games and YouTube videos and even old hobbies that you love, drawing and such. They're just something to kill time. And it's been a long time since you've really gotten true satisfaction out of those things. And you're just left with a void without a size or shape that you don't know how to fill. And even if you knew how to fill it, you don't have the material to execute that. You don't have the necessary components to fill that hole. So you try to plug it with something else. You try something new. You buy a melodica and play your favorite song on it. So you download a new game that's out of your comfort zone and try it, but you just can't focus. You can't get invested because there's nothing in your direct line of sight. It's all peripheral. And you just feel trapped. So you stay up late, watching TikTok, watching YouTube, just laying in bed, and wait to do it again. I don't know what else to do to, I don't know where my spark is. That's not true. I know where it is. My spark is found in the silence. It's found in the silence of creativity. And I know that, and I'm happy in that. I'm happy in that. I'm happy in making things. Even if nobody sees it, even if one person sees it, I'm happy in just making it. But there reaches a point where it just feels like I'm in a white room by myself, and everything I'm doing is for nothing. And I wish I want to have people to share these things with, but it doesn't feel like anybody really cares. And I know that's not true. I have observable evidence and support that people do care. But it doesn't feel like it. The encouraging words and the wide range of support and the many forms that takes doesn't feel like it should. And I don't know what I need to do or what I need to have to feel that again. Because every day I just go through the motions and I feel like a ghost. Everyone that I have in my life that I consider to be someone that I care about, there are barriers, whether that be they live in a different state, whether that be time, being an adult, obviously. Everything just makes me feel like nobody and nothing. And every time I want to talk to someone, I see a cashier or something, or I walk by somebody and say, "Hey, I like your hair," or something like that. I don't know how to interact with people. I don't know how to make a hello into anything more than that. Because I get too deep in my head, and I overthink every little thing that I do that could be misconstrued in their mind. I'm too scared. I'm cowardly, and I don't want to be. You know, I watch Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, right? I talked about this in my review of the series, and I mentioned in that I wish I had that tight-knit group of friends, you know, that just like, these are the reliable people in my life that I can always go to, that we hang out with. We hang out with each other once a week. We make plans to do stuff. Like, there's 5 of us that just, we're always the group, and I want to have that group, and I want to have those people where I just don't feel like I don't belong there. Because no matter what group I'm in, I feel like I should not be there. I feel like I shouldn't be there on my own YouTube channel. Like, I feel like I don't belong there when I'm with my family. I feel like I don't belong there when I'm at my job. I feel like I don't belong when a nice person that I see every day at the gas station says, "How's your day going?" And I say, "Oh, you know." I don't feel like I belong anywhere. And no matter where I try to insert myself mentally and I try to apply the things that I do in any social circle or environment, nothing. I am a puzzle piece that doesn't fit in any puzzle. And whatever puzzle I think I fit in, I'm the wrong color. And I know that's just in my head. But my head, my head is where I live, and that is my reality. And there's little anyone can say that can break that cycle, because it's been that cycle of thought for so long. For so long. I just tried to stream, and I made it 30 minutes before I just shut it off. Because I don't think I belong there. I didn't plan on recording this. But for the past 2 weeks, every night, every day before and after work has just been numbing nothing. Like, yeah, I do some things. I'm watching Supernatural with a friend over Discord chat, which is really nice. And yeah, I play games sometimes. Me and Don and Nin and such played Lethal Company, which is really fun, but I just can't seem to avoid that. The black screen, if you know what I mean. When everything is off and when the socializing stops. And we all leave the party and we all sink into our own little boxes. And you just, it takes seconds for me to feel cold. I'm at the point where, I don't know what to do. Because I'm too scared to take risks. I'm too scared to leave my comfort zone. I'm too scared to try new things. I'm too scared to talk to people and try to make friends. Because I always end up ruining my friendships, one way or the other. And I don't mean to. I just self-sabotage everything, and I don't even realize I'm doing it until it's done. I will say at the end of all this, I promise you guys I'm fine. This is Age Lincoln's last video, and then he disappeared into the woods and fucking, no, dude, I got a Sprite, and I have a Red Bull for me in the morning. I'm good. I am set. Because this is what I do. I coast. And I bash my head into the wall. Until a new hyperfixation occupies me for a little bit. And I distract myself and I distract myself. And I think right now I do realize that one day I'll be happy. It's just not today. But I'll get there. So, again, this isn't a goodbye. This isn't a note. But at the end of it, I do want to say thank you for listening. And thank you for being here. I'm not going to stop. I just need to find it again. I need to try harder. So, I think I'm going to go watch a movie.